Hey everybody, this is a about 150 foot extension cord. It's been in my garage for over probably 5 years. Back when we used to have a electronic lawnmower, my youngsters, it's expected, ran over it, and all these twists and turns is what went around the rotor where the blade is. And there is cuts all through here. There's one of them right here. Okay, that's one right there. And they're just all through this. So you want to, this is what we're going to all cut off, and that's the end of it that got obliterated, taken off. So this is the side that plugs into the wall. We're looking at the side that something plugs into. All right, so you can get these kind of cheap, under $10 at your Lowe's or wherever, Home Depot, different places like that. I will tell you right now, the female, or I shouldn't say female, but the plug that things plug into is about $1 or so more than this side. It just goes to prove that females cost more than males. Okay, in that respect. All right, so you have to be an electrician to understand that terminology. All right, so first thing you want to do, you want to get yourself a set of dikes. Dikes is one of these things, wire cutters, and you're going to come all the way up to where it starts straightening out. All right, and it's still kind of turned right in here, but I think right in here we're going to be okay. I don't feel any really bad turns. It is a mild turn in here, so I don't see any damage. Down here there's some damage, so I'm going to cut right in here. So go ahead and find a good spot, straight across, and press down. And that's it. So this wire, you could take, if you know anybody that takes copper, there's copper inside of this, and you can actually get some money for that extension cord. Now we want to cut back the outer insulation with a knife. Okay, be gentle. You don't want to go through the insulation to the inside, so be really careful with the knife when you're doing this. We're going to use wire strippers for the inside. But if you hit this to where you hit copper, if you see copper in this, then you have to cut back even further because you don't want copper to be revealed in this cut. All right. Some electricians will tell you never use a knife. Just work this out. It's okay as long as you're gentle with it and you don't cut yourself. So there's a lot in here. All right, it seems like it was melted all the way through this. So take your nail and just pull it apart, this inside, and you can hear it kind of slip. And then pull this all the way off. And there you go. You have your three here, two power and one ground. Here's a trivia question for you, electricians: which one is ground on a house? On an aircraft, it's black. On a house, it's white. So make sure that this goes to the one that is up here. Okay, now you can take a meter and go one to another to make sure that we have the right phase or the right voltage going to the right one. So this would go similar to like this, going across. So we know that white would go to this one, and we need to find out what black one goes to this one, and so on. Do this. Don't just go out and change them. You need to check it with a meter. All right, I used 14 gauge up here on the wire strippers. Just put it around and pulled it off. If you don't have wire strippers, you can use a knife. But once again, be very careful that you do not take any copper off. All right, any strands. Okay, let's go ahead and get the plug, and we're going to put the plug. We know that this guy right here is negative, so we're going to put that inside. We have to squeeze all these through, and let's go ahead and start putting the plug in. Now this is a 15 amp 3-wire. I'm not looking for fashion, guys. I'm not looking for one that looks the same or anything else. I'm looking for cost efficiency, and I'm looking for one that is going to be about 15 amps. All right, so there's no big deal on that. We need to get this guy off. All right, so these screws have to come all the way out. Do not lose them. All right, I think they actually stay in the top. That's good. They are quite tight, so back them off, leave them on the unit so that they don't come out. and slide this guy out. All right, look at that, it pops open. That is really nice. We need to be able to get to all this. So look at this. This side opens up. Is that some ingenuity or what? Don't lose the black things on the top and bottom. I really like this. So the top one right here, it goes in. We're going to move this. This is going to be our ground. So we're going to move this. The wire goes in between. So we're going to take our wire, which is actually way down there now. We don't have to thread through. I love this. We don't have to actually go through. This model is very nice. I love the way they did this. I'm hoping that we're going to set this in here, and our orange insulations should rest right on that when it's done. So hopefully, and I think with this all in there, it's going to work. So we're going to take our white one, stick it in there. Let's see if it's going to hold. All right, so I'm holding on to the white one. I'm going clockwise here. I tightened it down, and that's on there. That is nice. That is really nice. So now we have to figure out which one is going to what in relationship to that top one. So I'm going to give you a little tutorial on the meter. I think it's about time, because it's been a while since I've done that in other videos. So I have my meter down on a tone down here. I have a 1 up there, and when I hit this together, it's a really cheap meter. That's the noise I get when I get something through. So I'm going to set this aside. That's what we're looking for, is a noise. A noise that we have. And I'm all tangled up on this, so I'm untangling. All right. So what I'm going to do is take this side here. All right, can you see this? Yes, you good. Okay, just put my finger. I'm going to put my 1 meter here. It doesn't matter which one. We're not doing voltage. This is going to green. Okay, it's not green. Wow, that's weird. So we're saying black is something's wrong here. Okay, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold neutral. Neutral is green. That's weird. Now I'm holding over here. That's white. White is on this one. Green is neutral. Boy, did I mess up. I'm glad I'm checking this. Lesson learned, guys. Even electrician can mess up. Okay, so I'm going to take the white out of here. I'm putting the green on top. And come to think of it, in the house, yeah, it's green. Or no, it's white. In the circuit box, it's white. So I'm just going to stick this back in here. Stick the green back in there. Okay, because we want that green to be up on top, on the ground now, since that green is ground. That's the importance of having a meter. So let's verify now. I just put that on there. So now I'm actually at the top, and the way I see that, that's the hole right there for the ground. So that's where the green is. We're taking one side on this. We have a tone. Nothing on either one, so now it's shorted inside. We're taking this one. That's the white. So this guy right here is the white. If we take this, just like this, that would make this one up here being the white. Okay, so that's what I'm going to put them on those sides. So the idea is when they're plugging into each other, it's not the right way. They have to be, when this is like this, facing you, they have to be on the right ones. Okay, otherwise you'll get your cross. The voltage just won't work right. Okay, that's how mobile homes get messed up and all that. So make sure you're when you're facing away, all right, that they're lined up. So this one should be white. This one should be black. So if I hit this one right here, and this one on the wire, that's white. So that's what I have hooked up right there. All right, and the last one will validate it, but last one should be black and on the other side. So go ahead and screw those in. I need my Phillips head. I'll take this guy, loosen him up, line that guy up, stick him in there. We're going to measure it. We're going to read the meter one more time before we do this. The final test would be hooking up a fan or something through it. It's not going to zap if it's wrong. The fan might turn the other way though. The wrong way. Alright, we're going to slide this in there and tighten it down. Alright, push that wire all the way in and tighten it down. Okay, well, I'm not going to close this yet. Alright, and actually I'm not all the way in there, so what I'm going to do is wrap this with black tape. Rather than cut them and strip them down, we could push this in. We could push it in somewhere and wrap it inside. We do have that room in there, and we can slap it down and have it grab, and that'll be fine too. But what I want to do right now is I want to read these out one more time. So bring this up. All right, after I get all this moisture off my glasses, it was humid as heck out here. Okay, so right now on ground. Ground here. Ground is right here. I'm getting the reading over there. All right, this one, it's like this, should be over on the other side. I got to get to the white. The white's on this side. There's the tone. Okay, and we're going to validate the black. We haven't done that yet. The black's the only one we haven't done. So that's on this side, and there's our tone. So I want to do the white one, or the green one more time, because I like hearing tones. And there it is. So that's all good. So we can button this guy up. Okay, so we bring it down. All right, push that in. Bring it all the way down. Make sure you're not clipping any wires when you bring it down. All right, and screw this guy down, and he is in there. That is really nice. So screw it down, and you do the same thing for the other side, the side with the plug on it. It's the same scenario, guys and gals out there. So one of the ladies at Lowe's said, yeah, my husband has to do this too, exactly the same way. He wrapped it up inside of a electric lawnmower, and one of the customers even said that too. Same thing. So I'm not the only one that this happened to. So there it is. It looks yellow. I mean, who cares about fashion? Well, there it is. It tests good. Okay, so just make sure everything goes the right direction. That's still blowing away. So so the fan is what we really need out here. Kind of wish it went even faster, but that would be really nice. There we go. We got speed. Yeah. Whoa! The handle just came off. Well, that's enough speed to blow it down. That's pretty cool. Take care, subscribe, hit the button above, and take a look at all these other cool videos I have. Take care. Bye.